You're getting ready to film your own video content at home and have lots of questions about what type of gear you need. Before you start searching for gear, it's helpful to understand what those products are going to help you do. So this video is all about lighting. Good light, bad light, and extra light should you need it. I'm Janice with Big Dog Little Bit Productions. This is Murphy, and this channel is full of content that will help you and your business scale your great ideas using video. To get started, let's talk about good and bad light so you know what you're aiming for when it comes to lighting your videos at home. When it comes to bad light, there are three types that we recommend avoiding. The first is low light. While cell phone cameras are great for many things, the one area they still struggle is in low light. So if you're filming with not enough light, your videos are going to be grainy and hard to see. So for starters, make sure you're picking a location that is fairly well lit. But when doing this, know that not all light is created equal. Most indoor lights tend to run a bit on the warm side, and this is definitely something you want to avoid. When talking about warm light, we're talking about that orangey red light that you often find in floor or table lamps. And don't get me wrong, I personally love warm light for a cozy bedroom or living room, but when it comes to making videos, warm light is a no-go. The last kind of bad light is mixed light, and while we definitely recommend against filming in all warm light, we'd actually recommend against filming with any warm light. So if you're choosing to film in a room that has any floor, table, or ceiling lights that are warm, turn them off. My 2-year-old nephew really hates this piece of advice and does not like it when I turn off lights to film him, but take a look at these two examples to see the difference.
It's too dark in here.
It's too dark in here?
Yeah. Turn the light on, you'll be happy.
This brings us to the good light, that light that you want to find wherever you can and recreate when possible. To start, the very best kind of light is natural light. So finding a place to shoot at home that's close to a window is definitely your best option. I'm shooting with a window to my left here, and that natural light is flooding the room that we're filming in. But when shooting near a window, you want to make sure that you're facing the window so that you get that good natural light right on your face. If you shoot with the window behind you, the camera or phone is going to struggle to expose for both the really bright outdoor light and your face, which is going to be darker because you're inside. This creates a situation where you're backlit, and we definitely don't recommend this. And while I almost always prefer to shoot in natural light, like today, there are a couple downsides. First, it limits you in terms of location. You want to capitalize on the window light, but then you're stuck with whatever the background happens to be behind you. Second, weather and time of day can both impact how good that natural light is that you're getting and how consistent it is. If you have a busy schedule and only a small window of time in which to film your videos, you're going to want to find lights that can help you recreate the look of natural light so that you're not stuck depending on daylight and weather. So here are some of the lights that we'd recommend. My personal favorite, especially in terms of the quality of the light, are LED ring lights. And these work really well for one-person shoots like this where you're facing the camera. There are a couple good entry-level options of these for beginners that won't cost you too much. And my personal favorite is the cell phone case with the LED lights built right in. I have one on my phone and use it almost every time I go live or film myself for Insta Story. And while there are some really expensive options for these, I really like my Wellerly case, and it's only $15. So I'm including the link below if you're watching this on YouTube. The one downside is that while it's definitely bright enough when you're close to your phone, it can be trickier if you're going to be a lot further away from the phone as it's not that bright. They also make small little LED ring lights that clip right onto your phone and range in price from $7 to $15. But it's going to have the same issues if you're filming a bit further away from your phone. So the next suggestion would be a larger LED ring light that you set up on a stand. And these can either plug into the wall or some are battery operated. The one we're using to film this video is a newer ring light which runs at about $105. These are going to provide stronger and better light than the phone cases or clip-ons, but are much larger in size, so will require more setup space and room to store them. Plus, they're definitely a bigger financial investment. Next would be the newer battery-powered LED lights, and we've currently lent ours to a client. So here's a clip that we shot a couple weeks ago ago showing you what they look like.
They also make small square ones that can fit right on top of your camera. There's a knob on the side that can adjust the brightness, and they even have different filters that slip right in the front if you want to adjust the temperature. The only downside is that it's meant to hook right into a camera, so if you're filming with a cell phone, you're going to either need someplace to prop it. We actually have these stuck right into one of our desk lamps, or buy a stand to put it on.
I personally like the quality of the ring light a little bit better, but this one isn't too far behind. And the last option would be softboxes. These lights are a little bit less harsh than the LED lights, which means they create less shadows and a more natural look. We use them a lot on most of our professional shoots, so they're definitely a great high quality option. The price point isn't that much different than the ring lights or battery powered LED lights, but the size is. They take up a lot more room, both when storing and when using. So if you have a large space to shoot in, it's definitely not a big deal. But if you're working with small shoot locations, keep in mind that you're gonna need some extra space to accommodate these. Hopefully this gives you a place to start when you're thinking about lighting your videos at home, and most importantly, more context on why light is so important to creating high quality videos. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and if you're excited about future content, make sure to subscribe and follow and check out some of our other videos.